Today's guest here on MSUEagles.com is Jim Brown, new assistant women's basketball coach here at Morehead State. And Coach, let's just kind of go with the Cliff Notes version of where you came from and give us a little bit of your background and how you arrived here at Morehead State.
All right. Well, if God works in mysterious ways, I guess that's the bottom line to my story. I was one of the dads that showed up for organizational meeting about 24 years ago, and a young lady needed an assistant basketball coach, and that's how it started. A small school where you coach middle school, freshman, JV, varsity, and I was very blessed to do that. And through different connections in life, I got connected with Greg Todd through AAU, and we developed a relationship, and was at Transy with him for 8 years. When he got the job at Morehead State, he asked me to come on board, and it just seemed like a natural progression.
You talk about Greg Todd, who was recently hired here as the head coach at Morehead State, and just give us a little bit of background on you mentioned him and getting in with the AAU coaches, and what was it about Greg that you enjoy working with? And obviously you've been with him for several years now, and you've been able to have success with that partnership with him.
Well, our relationship goes back roughly 18 years, and it started with AAU. We got a group together, and actually we were just going to do AAU as fun, do practice, and we're heading over to Europe to compete in a tournament over there. And it just sort of mushroomed, and we enjoyed it, did it probably 3 or 4 years running, and we're blessed to have some great kids. And to work with Greg is a guy that will listen to your ideas, and he always lets you have a part in it. And we just work very, very well together. Just his definitely, I've been blessed through my relationship with him to do some pretty neat things.
Going back a little further in your career, and many people may not know that I guess by trade or by profession, originally you were not into basketball, you were into pharmacy, and you're a pharmacist by trade. So just tell us about that aspect of your life.
I guess just ever since I've been a young person in high school, I just got bit with the science bug, wanted to become a pharmacist. I always enjoyed ball, but I knew pharmacy would be a good vocation. Very blessed to have worked at small independent pharmacies in small towns where you know your patients. That was sort of big to me. And my wife and I ran a small mom and pop pharmacy for about 10 years, and as things would work it, I had a really good opportunity to sell that store and go back and get my education 27 years apart from the previous school I graduated from, but I was very, very blessed to do that and thoroughly enjoyed teaching high school chemistry.
Jim Brown is our guest here on MSUEagles.com. He's the new assistant women's basketball coach on the staff here at Morehead State with head coach Greg Todd. Well, let's just talk about what your expectations are for this coming season. I know sometimes when coaching staffs start at a new university, there are a lot of changes, there's a lot of apprehension, but there's also a lot of excitement. And so just tell us, coming in, what your excitement level is to produce a winning program here at Morehead State.
Well, first of all, we feel privileged and blessed that we're having this opportunity, first and foremost, and we want to represent the university in a professional manner. We feel like with our background in Kentucky high school basketball and college, we have a good network of high school coaches that can help, and we want to get the program back to where it was. And what was really ironic, we were recruiting a young lady from our previous stop at a school in northern Kentucky, and the assistant coach played at Morehead with Donna Murphy. And you could just tell the pride that was in the program. She just exuded, and that's what we long for, just to bring things back so that the program is spoken well of it in the state and in the region, and just do the best job possible.
Coach, well, we're glad you're on board here. We thank you for joining us on MSUEagles.com. We look forward to working with you and seeing a lot of wins for the women's basketball program this year and for years to come.
Thanks a lot, Matt. I appreciate it.